Hey guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Your boy's back and out and did it again. Listen, guys, I'm going to start a new series here on YouTube. Right, so for my channel, I've noticed that a lot of people enjoyed, my HTML and CSS series, right, where I came in and I created, like, let's say a dashboard, or I came in and created that online store HTML CSS, right, or I came in and created the Netflix clone. Okay, a lot of people have been wanting this type of videos, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually come in and we're going to create a series that we're just gonna recreate websites, okay? And hopefully, fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed, because you know how people are. Everybody looks at my channel and sees, let's see what Joe is doing. Let's copy what he's doing. Please let me live. Don't copy Mosh. Okay, but yeah, let's do this, right? So we're just gonna come in and we're gonna create a new series where we are recreating websites. Okay, now I want you guys to do me a big favor, right? I want you guys to leave a comment below, right? What websites should I start recreating, right? Which websites that you visit on a daily basis, or maybe a website that you visited one time and you thought it was a cool website and you would like me to recreate it for you, right? And pretty much break it down and build it myself, so like that you can actually learn how to build that type of website. Okay, let me know. So I'm gonna start with this website called Mixer.com. I don't know if you guys know this guy Ninja. I think he's like one of the biggest streamers out here, and basically he switched from Twitch to Mixer.com. So you know what, to celebrate that, because he got his bread, he got his money, right, which I applaud, right? We're going to build this website called Mixer.com. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna do this right here, right? I want you guys to either go to codepen.io, right, if you don't know how to set up a starter kit or anything like that, right? But if you guys want, we could just do this with regular HTML CSS, so you could get really nice with this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this website. All right, took a screenshot, and then now I'm gonna open up my VS Code. Okay, I'm gonna come here, I'm going to open up a new location, right? I'm gonna go to, let's say, projects. I'm gonna create a new folder. So I have my projects inside of my home directory, so it could be easier for me to get there. Okay, for you guys that are following along, just find a folder, find somewhere where you want to put all your projects, call it projects, right? And then we're gonna create a new folder. Okay, and we're gonna call this Mixer Clone. Okay, we're gonna do that, right? But let me come here, call this, let's say, YouTube series. Okay, and then in here I'm gonna call it Mixer Clone. Okay, I'm gonna click create and I'm gonna click open. Okay, brand new project, empty. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new file and I'm gonna call it index.html. And inside of this index.html, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna say HTML, okay, put in a head tag, okay, put in a title tag, call this Mixer Clone, okay, and then in here I'm just gonna put in a body tag. Okay, now that we have this body tag, what we're gonna do is we're going to create a header tag. Okay, now inside of this page, as you guys can see, we have a header here, which is the area where the menus are located, right? We have a feature section and a top games section. So we're gonna build all of this. you know, piece by piece. So in this video, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna lay down things for the header, okay? And we might get to the CSS on this video, or we might just leave it for the next video, okay? So just stick with me, okay? You're gonna be fine. So we have this header, okay? We're gonna create a div class logo, okay? Inside of here, I'm just gonna say mixer, okay? Then I have a menu, so I'm gonna say nav, okay? And then inside of here, I'm going to create a link, href. I'm just gonna put in this little hashtag for now. I'm gonna say top streams, okay? Copy this a couple of times. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got top streams, games, teams, and more. Okay, now the next thing that we have here is the language section. Okay, language and the sign in. Okay, cool. Come here. Let me see, we got the nav. Okay, that's fine. Let's put this, give this a menu as a class. Say class menu. And what was it? Language and sign in. Okay, div class. I'm gonna call this right section. Okay, or right menu. Can't type. Okay, right menu. All right, so we have let's say div class, let's say language. Let me move this up. Okay, and don't worry, in the next video you won't see my face in here, okay, at all. But let's see, div class language. Okay, and then let me see what else. Inside of here, we're just gonna put in, let me see, div class language, and I'm just gonna say language for now. We might come back and change this. Then copy this. Okay, and I'm gonna call this, you know what, make this into a link and call this sign in. And I think that's what it says, sign in button. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so we're good to go right now, guys. We set up this part. Okay, now if you guys want, we can actually continue to the CSS and try to knock this out. But first of all, let's open up a new tab and go to File, Open. Okay, let's go to the location where we have our projects. We got YouTube series, we got Mixer clone, index.html, and there we go. We have our HTML in here set up. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a CSS file. So we're going to come here, create a new folder in this location. We're going to say CSS. Okay, inside of the CSS folder, we're going to create a file, and we're going to call it main.css. Okay, we're also going to create a new file called reset.css. Okay, and then we're going to come here and search for CSS reset. Okay, there you go. And we're just going to copy this basic one. This is like one of the most famous ones that everybody uses. We're going to come here, paste this inside of the reset.css, save that. Okay, and then now inside of here, we're going to actually import this. So we're going to say at, right, import, and then we're going to say URL, and then we're going to say like this, put in reset, reset.css, and we save that. And then now let's go to our index.html. Once again, open up this window, this mixer clone. Let me close this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay, and I don't even need this anymore. Okay, so we got mixer. Okay, we got everything set up here. Now in here, let's link that CSS to this file. Okay, and okay, there you go. I'm lazy. I don't want to write everything. Okay, now that we're here, we're going to come here and actually bring in that CSS. So we're gonna say CSS, right? / and then the name of the main.css file. Okay, save that. And then now let's refresh this, and there we go. Okay, now if you wanted to get, all the perks of actually having like live reloading and all those good things, right? You can set up the web developer starter kit. Okay, if you guys want to, it's up to you, right? You can use it and you'll have live reloading and everything. Okay, but if you don't want it, you don't have to do it. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it simple, right? We're just gonna keep it HTML, CSS, so like that nobody could be like, man, I can't set up my starter kit, I can't do this and that. Listen, man, you have a HTML file, you have a CSS file, you can do this with any text editor, anything that you might have out there. Like literally, there's no excuses for you guys to not do this this series with me. Okay, so we have this thing here, right? Now that we have connected our main.css, okay, let me move this thing. We're gonna come here and we're gonna say header and make this to be should we use flex or CSS grid on this? I mean, we have two sections in reality. We have the logo, the menu, and this other area here, which is like a right menu. We can actually put this into two sections because we actually have three. Matter of fact, we have three sections here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a div in here, say div class, okay, say left menu, okay, and I'm going to move this inside of here. Okay, so then now it's pretty much this whole area is one section, this whole area is another section. Okay, well, I keep opening Sketch. Okay, so then now that we have this set up this way, we're gonna come here and we're gonna say display flex. Okay, and then we're gonna say justify content. Let me see, where is it? Space between. Let me see, refresh this, and there you go. So as you guys can see, we got one section here and one section here. Okay, my God, I'm just gonna remove this from here, this sketch. I don't know why I keep clicking on it. My God. Okay, so we got display flex, we got justify content, space between, to pretty much have a space between both of them. Okay, and all it's doing is just going, hey, put this one on the left and put this one on the right. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're gonna come here and we're gonna put like a little bit of background for each section. So we're gonna say header, let's say left menu. Okay, we're gonna put in background, let's say RGBA. Okay, and we're gonna say 0, 0, 0, so it's pretty much black, and with an alpha of 5, which is gonna make it see-through. Okay, and there we go. So then now we're able to see what's going on with that. I want to put this here for the right menu, do the same thing. Okay, but then on this one we're gonna put in 255 here. Okay, and there you go. All right, of course later on we're gonna change the colors. This is just for you guys to see what's going on. Okay, now inside of this header left menu, right, I usually like to go from top to bottom. So start fixing things up like this. Whatever I need to do on the header, I do it, then I jump into this, and then I jump into this, then I jump into this. So I like to keep things in order. Okay, so we got header, left menu. Okay, for now, we know that there's gonna be some type of padding around this. So let's put that padding right now on the header. So we're gonna say header padding, and let's say 50 pixels top and bottom, 0 left and right. Okay, that's a little bit too much, so let's bring it down to 30. Save that, refresh. There you go. Now, because I'm getting annoyed, right, with having to reload every single time, I'm so used to the, web developer starter kit, okay, and live reloading and SAS and all the good stuff, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check on the extensions here for VS Code, right? So this is Visual Studio Code, guys. If you guys don't have this, go download it and search for live reload, okay, and it will give you this live server. So install this, okay, and I've never used this. This is the first time I'm using this, okay, to be honest with you guys. So let's see how you do this. Okay, it says go live, and then right click on the HTML file from the Explorer and click open with live server. Let me see. Okay, so let's figure this out. We'll figure it out together. It says or Alt LO. That's too many freaking things, man. Keep it simple, guys. Okay, so what was it? Let me see. Open, go live. So, and then from there, click on the HTML file, open with live server. Okay, so let's go here. All right, we're gonna click on the index HTML file, right? Okay, there should be a thing that says go live, and there you go. It's down here. We click there, go live. Okay, it says starting live, and there we go. Okay, so we're good to go. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here so it doesn't bother me and doesn't bother you guys. So now that we're here, we have this set up. The next thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that the background is whatever color this is. So let me inspect this. Okay, now we can do it like this, or we can open up a browser and say, what was this? Image color picker. Okay, click here. Okay, upload a photo. Click to upload the photo. And remember, I took a screenshot before of the website, so I could just click here. Okay, click on send image, which is uploading it. Give it a second. Might take too long. The image might be huge or something. It's acting up, guys. This thing is not perfect. Okay, so let's try another website. Okay, let's try this one. This one don't work. Let me see. I think maybe because of the extension. So let's say dumb pic.png. Okay. My God, it doesn't work either. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Nothing works. What's going on with this world? Everything that used to work doesn't work no more. That sucks. Okay, click here. Okay, there you go. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna click here, and there we go. So this is the color. Copy this. Okay, now we're gonna come here, go here. We're gonna come here, and we're gonna make the background of this like that. Close this. Okay. Okay, we got the header. We're gonna make HTML and the body to be background. Okay, save that. And let's see that it reload. There you go. Okay, so we got to be at this URL, right? This is the live server that the extension is picking up. Okay, now that we have this, we're good to go. The next thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that this header left menu, right, is actually side by side. So what we're going to do is we're going to say display flex. Okay, and there we go. We have everything in order. Okay, now let me see what's going on with this. Is there like a, okay, for some reason it's like a size. Okay, I see why. Because of this one is stretched out the other one. All right, so then now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make this a little bit bigger. We're going to say what is it, header left menu. We leave that alone. We're going to say header left menu. Okay, and then the logo, we're going to say font size, let's say 2 rem, color white, and save that. Okay, that's fine. And you know what, as you guys can see, this is a different type of font than the one that we're using, which is the default. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Google Fonts, /fonts. Okay, and let's search for a sans serif. Okay, now let's keep it simple. Let's use Montserrat. Okay, click here. Okay, and then once we click on Montserrat, we're gonna come here and choose medium. Let's choose bold. And do we need anything else? Any other type of fonts? No, I don't think so. So we're good with that. But just in case, let's use light too. Okay, so now that we have that, we click here where it says embed, copy this. Okay. Or we could just click here and import it from here like this. Click import URL, so you could have everything within your CSS file. Okay, and then the next thing that we want to do is we want to copy this, and we're gonna go to our CSS reset. Okay, and for default, let me see, where should we put this? I'm just gonna put it in the HTML. So I'm gonna go to the main .css and come here and just paste it here. It should inherit every single one. Okay, cool, that's good. Now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this backgrounds that we have here. That was just for you guys to see it. You don't need this at all, so save that. Okay, every time that you do Command S or Control S in Windows, it will reload the whole page. Okay, so we get that live reloading. Now the next thing that we want to do, we got, let me see, header. Okay, that's good. We got the left menu, we got the logo. We're gonna copy this, paste this here. Okay, then we're gonna click on here, we got menu, and then the anchor link. So we're gonna say menu. Okay, I'm gonna say display flex, justify content, center, align items, centered. Okay, there you go. So now it's right in the center of this. Okay, and the next thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna copy this, paste this here. We're gonna say header left menu, and then we're gonna target the anchor links, and we're gonna say color. For now, let's say white. Okay, we're gonna say text decoration to remove that line. We're gonna say none. Okay, now let's look at this Mixer website. It's like we could put it grayish, but we can also just instead of just use RGBA, okay, for white. So we can come here and say RGBA, and white is 255, 255, 255, and then we're gonna say 0.6, okay, and there we go. So we got that alpha, okay. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to say that there's a space between this. So on this menu, we're going to put in a padding, okay, 0 on top, and then we're going to say 50 pixels left and right. Okay, yeah, that's about right. Now the next thing that we're going to do is for every link, we're going to actually put in a padding. We're going to say padding 0 top and bottom, and let's say 10 pixels left and right. Okay, we're going to also say text transform, so we can make this uppercase, all the letters uppercase. Save that. Okay, now of course everything's not going to be exactly alike because we don't have the same fonts, okay, but for now this is fine. Okay, now let me see what else. I want to make sure that there's some padding on this, so we're gonna say from the left side of this, which is the left menu, we're gonna say padding, okay, 0, or let's do this, let's say padding on this one, let's say 30 pixels left and right too. See how this looks. Okay, that's looking good. And let's delete this, which does the same thing. It just does 30 pixels all around. Okay, so we're good to go. Now the next one that we need to do is going to be the language area. Okay, now of course we're not going to do all this drop downs and all this stuff. We're not going to do all of that. You guys can do it if you want to. For now, we're just gonna keep it simple. Okay, so we got language. Let me see, language. What color is this? The same thing. So we're gonna come here. Where's a right menu? And on this right menu, we're gonna say header, right menu. Let's say, what was it? Language. Okay, delete this, delete this. Okay, we're gonna put this right menu display flex. Okay, all right, we got display flex. We're gonna say the same thing that we have here. Okay, to put it right in the middle. Okay, so we don't actually need to use this as display flex for this one. Okay, let's get the color. What was it? Was it this one? No, this one. Yeah, so the links of this. Copy this. Okay, we got the language like that. Then we're going to say padding on this is going to be, let's say 40 pixels. Okay, and then now we're gonna focus on that button. So once again, we're gonna use this tool to find out the color of that button itself. So copy this, and then here we're gonna say, what was it, sign in. Okay, let's say header dot right menu dot sign in. We're gonna say background. Okay. We're gonna say border radius. Say 4 pixels. Okay, we're gonna say padding is 20 pixels all around. Okay, so we're getting that now. Now let's look at how it looks. Now the text is actually smaller, right? So we're gonna say font size, let's say 0.8 rem. And then we're gonna say text transform, uppercase. Okay, there we go. Then we're gonna say font weight, because it does have a weight, which is like thick, so it's like bold. So there we go. Then now we're gonna bring this down. I'm gonna say 10 pixels top and bottom, right? And 20 pixels left and right. Save that. Okay, that's looking better. Okay. Now let me see. Say 0.9 rem. It's a little bit too much. So let's say 0.85 rem. Okay. Now we're gonna say color white. Save that. Okay. Now let's give this a little bit more of a padding. And let's say, okay, so 0 on top. Let's say 60 on the right, 0 at the bottom, 0 on the left. So like that. Right? Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's a little bit better. Okay, also too, let's bring in the weight of this. So this language, let's make it font, what's it, font weight? Let's say 300, save that. Yeah, a little bit thinner. It looks better like that. Copy this, go to the links, do the same thing. Have it a little bit thinner. Okay, and there we go. All right, guys. So we got a header. I know you're like, damn, man, half an hour doing a header. Well, if you want it to be perfect and be as close as possible, then yeah, okay. Now, of course, we can also make this a little bit, you know, a little bit more spaced out right here. Okay, let's see the left menu, menu A, and let's say make this to 20 pixels. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. More spaced out. Let's make the logo font weight 700. Okay. All right. Now it's not going to be perfect, but we're making it as close as possible. And everything is aligned perfectly how we want it. Okay, perfectly aligned, everything is good, it's in the right place. And yeah, guys, we're gonna stop right here. We're gonna continue in the next video. I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys like this series. Okay, this is for you guys that always say, Joe, you don't have anything that's free online and this and that. Bro, this is a series that's 100% free. Do it, right? Take advantage, use it to practice. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.